people want to get as much out of a barrel as you can.
Right.
So many proof gallons as you can, and they'll cut it afterwards. And we do the same thing now. So you want to go with the 120 proof, 125 proof, 125 being the most you could do. But I like the 110 range to 115 range. And I've even done a lot of barrels at below 100 proof.
Really?
And they're quite delicious.
Oh yeah, it's made some excellent product.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Jeff Sart. We're going to take you behind the scenes with the craft distillers who are pouring their heart and soul into crafting the next version of America's Spirit. This is the Great American Whiskey Cookers.
When you see a craft distiller building a brand new rickhouse, you can make a pretty good assessment that not only is the distillery growing, but that the demand for their whiskey is increasing. That's exactly what we found at Casey Jones Distillery. AJ, the grandson of moonshiner Casey Jones, he gives us the lowdown on their new rickhouse. Welcome to this edition of the Great American Whiskey Cookers. If you haven't already, like us on Facebook, Instagram. We have our YouTube channel, our website, obviously, greatamericanwhiskeycookers.com. You can get some shirts, some swag, or you can step up your support and go to our Patreon site and become a member. We would really appreciate it. We are in Western Kentucky, and I'm here at Casey Jones Distillery, and we're standing in a fairly new rickhouse, right?
Yep.
I have AJ and I have Cody, right? The two partners, and Peg is out for the time being. She stepped out for a second. So talk to me about this rickhouse, because it's fairly new to the distillery, right? Mm-hmm. And let's talk barrels, let's talk entry proof, angel share, let's talk all that fun stuff that the whiskey geeks want to know.
Okay. All right. Well, start talking about barrels.
Yeah.
And
I see two different sizes.
Yeah, we traditionally started out, when I first started putting stuff into barrels, 25 gallon.
Okay.
Then we went to 53s, and then we went to both. 25 gallon are actually more expensive than the 53s. So as inflation has hit, costs of things, you just really can't afford to use the 25s anymore. They make really good products. They actually age quicker, because there's more wood to the surface of alcohol. So it actually ages better, and you get some really tasty notes out of the 25s, but it's gotten too expensive. The reason why they cost more is when they're manufacturing, they don't manufacture as many 25s as they do 53s. So the cost for making 53s is down compared to the cost of making 25s. It's just like specialized vehicles or something,
Sure.
Compare it to ones that are taken off the assembly line to ones that are made one by one,
You're using predominantly or completely 53 gallon barrels now, right? In everything you're doing. And you have a traditional Kentucky rickhouse, so everything's horizontal, right? You're not palletizing anything, right?
Nope.
So I'm looking around, and all the bolts are nice and shiny. This rickhouse is how old?
About a year and a half old.
Yeah,
about a year and a half.
So it's fairly new,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And Cody, you were telling me that the ricks here, they're just sitting here, right?
Yeah.
It's a pole barn, and the ricks aren't anchored to the floor.
It's gravity just doing its work. Yeah. So, I mean, in the older style rick houses, you've seen, maybe when you think about like Beam or something to that effect, some of their original rick houses, the ricks were actually a part of the frame of the rick house. And so you would have that plumb line in the middle of the rick house. And whenever they were loading barrels, they'd watch the plumb line to make sure that the weight wasn't pulling the structure one way or the other. But here we've got independent, pole barn construction with concrete footers and reinforced concrete underneath that, and that's independent of the ricks themselves. They're not connected to the structure in any way.
And it's non-temperature controlled. We got the doors open, breeze is coming in, so you get that Kentucky swing in the temperature all year long. Do you open the doors all year?
No, not all year.
Not all year?
No. You actually want it to get pretty warm in here.
Sure.
In the summertime, and you want it to get pretty cold in the wintertime, which that's not a problem.
Right.
Here in Kentucky. But we're in and out.
Yeah.
About almost
daily.
Every other day or every day, doing something up here. So
this rickhouse holds about, used to say 3,000 plus?
Yeah, it was originally for 3,000, but because of the way the trusses are shaped, we can get like 5, 6, maybe
It's
7
about
barrels at the very top. So
it's about 3,400 total amount.
It's a good amount. Where's your barrels come from? Do you mind sharing?
Kelvin Cooperage, located in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
We've been using them since the very beginning. They've been good with us, and they are kind of, I want to say, they've been a smaller barrel manufacturer, and of course have grown. But there's something about the quality they make and about the taste of the product. I've been scared to switch to other type barrels just because I love the taste that comes out of these barrels, you know.
Yeah, now Kelvin, you said earlier these are what are called bilge bunged or traditional barrels, so they're side bunged. And Kelvin's whole claim to fame is that they both toast and char their barrels. Like that's a finish that you can get on all the barrels, and we've done that since day one. And as AJ was saying, they do produce some really incredible flavor. They're more expensive than other cooperages, but you get what you pay for. They're in fact so very well made. We actually. For New Year's, we do a drop the barrel, which is really kind of fun, but we'll basically take a barrel and we'll run it up with a forklift as tall as the forks will go. And then we'll roll the barrel off of the forks, you know, to drop the barrel for New Year's. Now,
is it full?
No, it's in.
No.
I was gonna say,
We're not that crazy.
That's expensive.
We're not that crazy.
But we'll take the bands, all of the bands except one band off before we do this, right? We did this 2 years ago.
We left 2 bands on.
Two bands, that's right. So 2 years ago was the first time we did this. And, you know, they tilt the forks and we roll the barrel off and it drops. And, you know, you're expecting this thing to burst open violently. I swear it falls. This is probably, 20 odd feet?
Yeah.
Lands on the ground with a big thud and didn't do anything. It didn't do anything.
Didn't break, didn't fall apart.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And you only have
It's
2
so
bands.
funny because the crowd that was here, you know, they're doing countdown and all of a sudden everybody's, what? So we had to do the countdown again. This time everybody's laughing while they're counting, you know. Everybody's still laughing, but we take more bands and loosen them up. And then the barrel's about to fall apart on the floor.
Yeah.
And then we drop it and it was fun. So we've been doing that, like I said, every year.
But it's really cool. You know, the barrels, they don't have anything holding them together except for the bands. That's it. So they're very, very well made. And so as you know, we said they are toasted and charred, which is great. But then also Kelvin exclusively wood fires their barrels rather than using propane, which is a little bit more costly. But if you've ever grilled outside, you know there's a difference.
There is.
Have you ever been in a barrel manufacturing place?
No, we've yet to be in one.
It's a hot place, buddy. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I can imagine.
As far as going, it doesn't matter whether it's wintertime or summertime. It's hot in there. So.
And what's your barrel char? Do you mind sharing?
We do use, traditionally, we've used a number 4 char the whole time. Now we're experimenting with number 2s and number 3 chars. And of course, experimenting is going to take a while to see the effects of those, but we are anticipating holding barrels longer.
Okay.
So getting more age on them. So we feel like a number 4 char might be too much.
Sure.
You know, for those lengthy barrels.
toast.
Yeah.
Typically a medium toast.
Yeah.
And the barrel entry proof, so your distillate is going into the barrel at, what's the proof?
Typically, in the beginning, I've always ranged because here's how I like the product. I don't like to really cut it. You know, we do have some small batch, we do that way, but when you dump it, to me, that tastes the best, it's full strength. So I like to have a range of proofs. You know, I don't like for everything just to be tremendously high. But we also are doing barrels for other people, and people want to get as much out of a barrel as you can.
Right.
So many proof gallons as you can, and they'll cut it afterwards. And we do the same thing now. So you want to go with 120 proof, 125 proof, 125 being the most you could do. But I like the 110 range to 115 range. And I've even done a lot of barrels at below 100 proof.
Really?
And they're quite delicious.
Oh yeah, it's made some excellent product.
Yeah.
Because you get to think after you've dumped that barrel, if you're adding RO water, which is obviously very neutral, it doesn't have flavor to it per se, but you're adding RO water to proof spirits down to put in a bottle. That RO water is a foreign contaminant in a weird way. It's really kind of how you think of it. It did not go through the aging process that the alcohol and water from the barrel did.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to taste the same.
Yep.
It's not blended together like it would have been over years.
Sure.
And so forth. So to me, it tastes sharper, has more of a bite to it when you cut it than it does come out full strength. I've had we've dumped some barrels in here that's come out 128, 130 proof, and they've been delicious.
Yeah.
And the higher proof, you think, well, I can't drink that, but yeah, they've been delicious.
Yeah, I've had some higher proof, 130, and some of them are really, really good.
Yeah.
Your Angel Share. Whiskey geeks always want to know about the Angel Share. You're here in Kentucky, so do you run with the normal kind of the traditional Kentucky Angel Share, or is it a little bit different?
Yeah.
You're in Western Kentucky. I mean, we're
it's probably about the same. We did, before this Rickhouse, we aged in containers, so I would say it was a little higher in those. They were a little hotter.
a little hotter.
We was baking our bourbon and stuff in those, so yeah, get a little higher.
And how many barrels are you guys putting up, either a week, a month, a year? I mean, what's your production like, or how much?
We're doing about just a little over 2.5 barrels a day in production.
Okay.
We're doing work for we manufacture for 3 other distilleries right now as well.
Okay. So you're doing contract distilling also?
Yeah, doing contract. We've got barrels in here for investors and so forth as well. So, yeah, but we're managing to put up what we need to put up
To stay and to grow.
Yeah,
Right.
we still have
Like you were
room. We still have room to grow in the manufacturing side if we want to. We're only running 1 shift, and we can run 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we can run 2.
You're on 1 shift, and that's
5 days a week, and we could be doing weekends, and we could be doing a 2nd shift if we want to. So.
okay. Where do they find you online? How do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, you can find us at CaseyJonesDistillery.com. We're on TikTok, we're on X, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram and YouTube. So
Fantastic.
pretty much everywhere.
And the website again, CaseyJonesDistillery.com.
That's correct.
Right. You can find us. It's GreatAmericanWhiskeyCookers.com, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Go to our Patreon page, become a member. We would appreciate it. Till next time, if you can't be good at it. See ya.